Heya! Welcome back to Impulsive Content, your indie production company in New York City, where we talk about all things film and theater. I'm Judy, and today I would like to give you some advice on how to not spend money uselessly in your acting career. The business of acting is, let's face it, not a poor person's game. We're constantly spending money on headshots, on acting classes, on subscribing to different websites to find auditions, creating your own video reel. So I'm here to hopefully help you to find ways to save your hard-earned money and become a little bit more of a savvy actor. And again, find ways to make the industry work for you. First point I'm gonna make is the shortest and hopefully the most obvious. Do not spend money on agents and managers. Real agents and managers only work on commission, which means they only make money if you make money. That is why it is their job to find you opportunities to perform. The standard is usually agents take 10%, managers take 15%. Those numbers can fluctuate, but not too much. If you ever encounter anyone who is asking you to pay a monthly fee or to pay them in advance for their managerial or agent services, that's 100% a scam. Run away. Don't give them anything. The second point, and this is something I'm going to expand a little bit more on, is acting classes. Now, acting classes are, of course, extremely important. That's where you go to work on your craft. You get to build community. You can meet fellow performers with which you can hopefully create work with, or they might cast you in something, you'll cast them in something. But unfortunately, not all classes are worth their salt. I would say when choosing an acting class, and usually a lot of classes will allow you to audit for free, try to get your pulse on the toxicity level of the class. What do I mean by that? Personally, I feel like for too long, actors have been scammed into thinking that they need to somehow suffer and bleed and spill their guts out for their art. We put our trust in coaches who, let's face it, sometimes feel more like cult leaders than teachers, sometimes almost forcing us to get quite literally and metaphorically naked on stage and force us to spill our deepest, darkest secrets. Here's the thing. As long as you're not putting yourself or your scene partner in physical danger, I am not here to tell you what method works and what doesn't. But personally, I would be very wary about entrusting my actor self to someone like that. Just simply don't spend your money on something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Shop around. Cities have multiple kinds of classes with plenty of coaches out there who are very different. Another kind of scammy thing to look out for if you ever encounter a coach who says, oh, everyone else sucks. I'm the one you should go to. I'm the one who's going to make you great. No, you're not. I would argue that a good coach encourages you to keep your actor self and also your personal self safe, encourages you to grow and to grow at your pace. Of course, it's important to push, but pushing in a nurturing way is helpful. Pushing in a toxic way is not going to get you anywhere. If anything, it's just going to make you feel like you want to quit. Nobody should be giving you ultimatums or telling you that unless you're suffering, you're not a good actor. Toxic, scam, step away. No reason to spend your money on that. Trust your gut and spend your money wisely. All right, the last but certainly not least point I want to discuss are the infamous pay-to-play. For those who are new to the term, pay-to-plays very basically just mean an opportunity that you have to perform for industry people such as agents, managers, and most importantly, casting directors, but you are paying for the opportunity to be there, hence pay to play. Now, there are different kinds of schools that offer these kinds of workshops, these pay to plays. Some of the more famous ones are One-on-One, Actors Connection, the Actors Green Room. Now, I've taken classes at all of these places, and I will say that for the most part, it's definitely worth it. They have a great roster of agents and managers and casting directors who have been wonderful to, for the most part, be in front of and make those connections. I personally met my manager through one of these. But the brief points that I want to make about this is, again, be careful how you spend your money. It's very easy to get overwhelmed because these workshops are expensive. So even though they'll never call them that, we all know what these are. They're auditions. They're a way for you to get in front of the people that are literally the gatekeepers for the potential career you want to have. So The first thing I would suggest is do your research. Look at who is actually going to be at the workshop. Sometimes they'll advertise the big name of the casting office, but a lot of times it might be an assistant. It's not important to meet an assistant, but it might not be what you were searching for in that moment. Is this casting office currently casting? There's a great website called Casting About where you can see everything that's currently casting and shooting in the city where you're at. If this is an office that isn't active right now and charging you $400, maybe spend those $400 on an office that is casting right now. Also look at what kind of projects they cast. Are you more into comedy? Are you more into drama? Are you trying to get your role on Law & Order SVU? Use these workshops wisely. Do your research. Alrighty, folks, that's all I got for you this time. If you feel like there's anything I've missed or if there's anything you want to add, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.